My dog stares at me like, bitch, are you fucking crazy? You're talking to yourself. Hello chicas, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a first impression on some Walmart makeup that I recently picked up, and by recent I mean today. So they recently added a new brand, Kokie. I'm trying to say it super paisa, but this is a new brand. It is called Kokie Professional. They have tons and tons and tons. You can literally create from face all the way to your freaking toes. Literally, no joke. Now let me say that this brand is freaking expensive. The cheapest thing here was like $6. Everything else was $8, $10, $12. So, I mean... Anyway, so we are going to jump right into this first impressions, and fingers crossed. Usually when I go to the store, I don't like to look like a dead hamster. So I did apply a little bit of brows and then mascara and just a little bit of concealer, highlight, and bronzer here and there. So I'm just going to remove this really quickly so we can get a true first impressions on all these products. I went ahead and moisturized with my favorite, which is the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Gel. I'm going to go in with the Prep Up eyeshadow primer, and we are just applying that all over the lid. This is a reason why I typically don't like eyeshadow bases like this that are literally just an eyeshadow base with no coverage, because I have a lot of discoloration on my eyelids. I'm going to take the Kokie translucent powder. I appreciate that it has little holes here, so it makes it a lot easier to dispense the product. It has a little bit of color, but just at the slightest bit. I'm just going to take that powder and set that primer so it doesn't crease. I had to fix my hair. My hair was just driving me nuts. I'm actually going to go in with the eyebrows first. I'm going to take this Kokie Professional High Brows Angled Eye Pencil. And this is in Rich Brunette. So this is what it looks like. It's such a cute black and white packaging. It comes with a little spoolie on the back, which is awesome. And then on this side, you get your actual pencil, which looks pretty promising. I'm going to comb my hairs up first so I can kind of get the shape that I want. And then I'm just going to go in and fill them in. Okay, this pencil, let me see. I'm trying to figure out the best way of using it without making my line so thick. So the color is definitely not my favorite. I really enjoy a dark brown eyebrow, but I'm just going to go with the flow, and I'm just going to finish off the rest of the brow. So this is what the brows look like. Honestly, I'm not mad at it, but I feel like I just had to put in extra work to just make my eyebrows look good, and I still don't think they don't look good, but it's okay. So for me, this one, it's okay. I think some people might really like it, but I love my LA Girl Shady Brow Pencil, which is what I've been using nonstop. So for me, I wouldn't purchase this again. You might like it if you want something a little bit more on the affordable side. Let's jump right into the eyeshadows. I'm going to take this one right here, and we are going to just apply that all over the crease. Okay, so that's what the eyeshadow looks like so far. Pretty pigmented if you ask me, considering that it's on a bare lid with pretty much no like concealer to like hold on to the products a little bit more. Okay. I want to go into this deep brown because I don't want this look to turn out to be a purple look. So I'm just going to take that on a brush and then start applying it to the crease too. Yep. You know what? I'm actually going to take that and just apply it all over the eye because I don't have another transitional shade that I can work with at this point. So, well, that turned smoky really quick. This color is actually really pretty. Oh my god. Okay, I'll film myself. Really quickly, I'm going to take this shade and apply it to the crease, or not to the crease bone, to the brow bone. So I am in between these three shades, which are the shimmer shades on the palette. I want to apply something to the center of the eye. I don't know which one. Which one should I pick? 1, 2, or 3? I feel like I want to go with the light one, maybe. I'm going to take this big brush and I'm just going to wet it a little bit with my setting spray. And I'm going to go into this shade. It looks a little bit more lilac-y, and I guess that's the undertones of it. That is so pretty. Good choice, Karina. I'm just saying though, this eye look is slaying my life. So I'm going to move on to the So Matte's Mattifying Foundation Primer. I'm just going to take, oh, that's interesting. It's a pink color. I was not expecting that. Feels very velvety, so it doesn't claim to minimize pores. I'm not going to do any of that. I'm just going to leave it as is. My skin feels very smooth, very velvety, so I'm just going to grab my foundation, put it on, my concealer, and then we can move on to the actual powder to bake underneath the eyes. This powder right here is giving me Laura Mercier translucent setting powder vibes. Like everything feels exactly like it. Did I just find a dupe for the Laura Mercier? I think I did. Anyway, we're going to move on to the contour part. This is what it looks like. Again, I am getting Kat Von D vibes. As soon as I opened this palette, I was like, I'm going to take this shade right here. It just says, it doesn't have a name. It just says contour, 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 highlight, highlight, highlights. So I'm going to take this shade right here and we are going to bronze the face. Actually, I'm going to mix it with this one. Okay, so these are not super pigmented. I feel like I need to go back a few times to get the intensity that I want. Okay, so I actually had to switch lashes because I was not feeling those. Same brand, Anissa lashes, but these are an O1. So now I'm actually going to move on to the blush. The contour is pretty okay. Actually, I want to test out the highlighter ones. So I'm going to take my beauty blender and I'm going to dip into the yellow shade, which is this one right here. And I'm going to brighten underneath the eyes a little bit more. That's brightened a little bit more than what I had. That's not bad. Okay, we're gonna move on to the blush. This one is in the shade Demure. Demure, I believe that's how you pronounce it. I'm going to take the darkest shade. Unfortunately, they didn't have any other shades besides this one, and I think, what other color did they have? I don't remember, but this is the one that looked the most prettiest. So I must admit, I wish this came with a little mirror because that would be so easy to just apply your blush, but you know, you can only pick one struggle. I really like the color. I don't know that I'm going to wear this every day because these are not my type of blushes. I like peach blushes or nude blushes. I'm going to take this palette. It just doesn't have a name. It's just a strobing palette highlighting powder. And I'm going to take this shade right here. And we are going to apply that to the cheekbones. I'm actually going to mix this peach one as well. Not getting the wow factor here. Nope, not getting it. I am honestly not head over heels for it. It is not as pigmented as I like them to be. I think this one's the most pigmented out of them all. But even then, they are a little bit more on the chalky side, not very creamy. If you like more natural highlights, I think you are going to like this because it is pretty and the shades are very pretty. But again, for me, it's not the glow that I'm looking for. Okay, so for lips, I didn't think that I was going to go for a smoky eye, but you should prepare for the best. I think I'm going to go with this lipstick, obviously, because it's what matches the most. This is in the shade Champagne Problems. Okay, that's actually really pretty. I feel like these are going to be like the NYX Cream Suede Liquid Lipsticks, whatever they're called. So this one's a little bit patchy. I'm not loving the eyes and the lips together, so I might end up doing something that is not from this brand. This is the lipstick. I know that this is not going to dry down to a matte because this one is more of a cream, like a velveteen cream lipstick. I'm going to test this one out. So this is in the shade Duchess, and it was the prettiest nude that they had. So I'm just going to use this on my lips just to see how it feels and how they actually apply. So that is what this lipstick looks like. It's really pretty, but obviously it doesn't go with the eyes either. So I'm just gonna have to work with what I personally have. But let's go ahead and seal this bitch face right now. I'm going to take the Fix It Up Matte Setting Spray. I am going to test this out on the back of my hand. Ooh, feels very nice. So that is the completed look and review / first impressions on all these products. You guys, I am letting you know, do not sleep on this. This stuff is bomb. It's very, very similar to the Laura Mercier translucent powder, and of course the eyeshadow palette is just absolutely gorgeous. Keep an eye out for a review on their foundation and on their concealer. Unfortunately, I couldn't get my hands on that, like I said, so I will have a separate video. I will have a separate video on those two just for you guys. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will let you know and update you as far as how the primer wore and if I like this or not. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And also let me know what other videos you guys want to see next. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe here or here before you leave. I love you, and I'll see you in my next video.